Call to order. Randy, you want to do the invocation?
Yes, well. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We ask you to bless each and every one of our tribal members. Make sure their health stays good. Be with everybody that has problems. Not only with the virus, but personal problems or whatever. Just guide us and direct us. We ask this in thy holy name. Amen.
Amen. All right, Tamara.
Okay, Randy?
Yeah.
Lloyd?
Yes.
Callie?
Present.
Okay, John?
Yes.
Tamara present. Zach?
Present.
Michelle?
Present.
Okay, sounds like we have everybody.
I'm present.
You are a present, aren't you?
I mean, yeah.
I'm a present.
Okay. We have reading correction, approval of minutes and phone polls.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, can you tell me who that was? I'm sorry.
Zach.
Okay, thank you.
We have a second.
Second.
Michelle, second.
Okay, who seconded it? Lloyd?
I got
Lloyd.
Michelle.
I said it first, but it doesn't matter.
Any discussion?
All in the family.
That's right. Same family.
Any discussion? Any discussion on call for the question? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Abstention?
Abstain. Callie abstains.
Okay, motion passes by majority. Next up, we have approval, disapproval of treasurer's report.
This is Lloyd. I so move.
We have a
This is
second.
Callie. I'll second.
Do we have any discussion?
Call for question.
Randy's called for the question. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Abstention? Motion passes by unanimous consent. We have the program director's reports.
So move, Lloyd. Second, Zach.
Any discussion? Any discussion?
Question.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Abstention? Motion passes by unanimous consent. Subcommittee reports. Do we have any subcommittee reports?
Is there anyone that wants to give an update on election stuff? I don't know, maybe Heather, since she's kind of been dealing with them, or do we need any more? I saw the email traffic kind of gave us an update, but
This is Michelle and Lori. They're doing just fine. She took the fall, she said, for the ballots not being shredded, but there's been several different circumstances that kept them from meeting, at least the majority of them from meeting, and at least be able to get all three of the keys to the individuals that have them. But she said that will get done, and the letters went out, and she said they're fully on top of the schedule when everything needs to get done. I don't know, Callie, if you wanted to add anything to that.
I'm trying to pull up what was sent to me as far as the unofficial timeline goes, but my computer is not wanting to work with me. If you give me just 1 second, it's pulling up. Okay, the draft that was sent to me says that the first date of file is 4/16, and the last date of file is 5/15. The voting day is 7/25, and that's the main highlights of the timeline.
All right, thank you all for that. Is there any other subcommittee reports? I think we should report out that we have been in discussion with the EFA, and we've committed to work with them on extending their budget based on need. Is that correct? Do you all agree with that?
You're correct.
Yes.
Any other subcommittee reports? All right, we'll move to new business. Is there any new business?
Mr. Chairman, I think we should go through all the actions in regards to the coronavirus. That would be under new business.
Okay, so who wants to go over that? So how
Well,
about you?
Heather can. I was going to ask if Heather had could pull up all of the things that we voted on over the past couple weeks. Can you do that easily, Heather?
Yes, give me 2 seconds.
And maybe she can just read them and we can vote on them as we go through.
The only thing I have are the resolutions that we passed via phone poll.
But what about the decisions to furlough people and that sort of stuff? That's not all by resolution.
You are
no, those
correct.
are decisions. Yeah. Do you have that, Heather, or no? I mean,
give me 1 second. I'll go grab my notebook of the notes that that I've been taking of the meeting.
Well, I think we could state, A, that we furloughed non-essential employees. We've agreed to pay their employee contribution until the end of April for benefits. We also agreed to, if someone has a job and refuses to work, those are grounds for termination. I think we're all on the same page, all the entities of the tribe and tribal government, on the timing and the decisions about employee status.
Those conversations were held. I wasn't there.
Okay. Well, is there anything else, Lloyd, that you could think of that we need to add to that?
Not right off. I would move to furlough all non-essential employees as presented by the tribal administrator to a period of April 30th with health benefits paid.
Does anybody want to second it?
Tamara second.
Any discussion? Any discussion?
Call for question.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Abstention? Motion passes by unanimous consent.
That'll be something else we did.
That's really the main thing. That, because the other stuff, the resolution and stuff, did the emergency.
There were some decisions made about the construction at the daycare or the O-gah-pah Learning Center. There was decisions made about the safe room,
Color.
and there were decisions. So
Interior.
to those you.
I don't know if we need a motion. I just wanted to mention that those are things we've done.
Yeah.
I was putting a motion together.
OLC. Sorry, Lloyd. OLC and the community building were taken care of by phone poll.
So those will be documented, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Anything else? Anybody?
That pretty much covers.
Yeah, that pretty much covers everything.
Major thing I think that needs action.
Old business? Does anybody have any old business? Has the phone poll been completed on the people that are to get paid? I think everybody voted yes on that for Steve Ward.
Oh.
I believe so. Heather, did you get all responses?
The one that I just sent out yesterday. I haven't gotten responses. Damn it. I'm pulling up my pulling up that file right now. Because I think I only got 3 responses at the moment.
Did I respond? I think I did. But...
I wasn't saying...
I responded.
I responded. I know that.
I thought I did
remember
too.
Zach responded.
I did.
Which one are we talking about? I'm sorry.
Talking about the Steve Ward motion to pay the few people that weren't listed on the
Oh, yes, the omitted settlers. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yes, I'm pretty sure everybody did. I remember seeing that.
I am
Yeah.
too.
I know I did.
All I have is John, Tamara, Randy, and Zach.
Well, I'm pretty sure I responded.
I voted on it. I can pull it up on my iPad, but I know I voted.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
I did too as well.
We were on the same
I'm pretty
email.
sure it was unanimous.
Well, it sounds like it is now anyway, so.
It is. We did Heather on.
Okay.
Yeah, we all did.
Oh, okay. There you guys are. Sorry, it's how it pulls up on my email on my laptop. It looks really funny. You got to like scroll through all the emails. So I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I mean, anything else that y'all can think of? All right. So, any old business?
There was a matter of the license plates, but that's a moot point right now because Melissa Morris hasn't been able to get a hold of anybody to get samples for the license plates.
Okay.
I think, yeah, she's been working with, the
You
design.
and
And then there was the internship, I do believe, but I'm waiting to hear about that one as well.
All right. Any other old business? All right. We'll move to donations. Any donations? It says none. We'll go to open
None.
forum. We're at open forum. Does anybody have open forum?
Mr. Chairman, I do. As you know, you just mentioned previously that we decided to terminate anybody that didn't, well, basically want to volunteer furlough, mainly in QSA. I would like to request an exception to one individual, simply because I think it's a medical situation. He has diabetes, high blood pressure. His wife is constantly under isolation with her mother, and they are afraid that he will come in contact with coronavirus and bring it into the household. And I believe we should put him on furlough at QSA rather than a voluntary furlough.
This is Tamara, and I talked to Chris a little bit about that yesterday, and I understand, and things may have changed today, that he offered it, furlough, I know the individual you're talking about, and from what he understood, the individual was coming back to work on Monday. So I don't know if something's changed today or not, but that was yesterday.
Well, this is my information from this morning that his wife is going to ask him to go on voluntary furlough because of the risk to the health.
Well, I think that's addressed in them offering the furlough, and I think I'm okay with it. I just want to make sure that we're not creating other issues. But if he's been offered furlough and he could take it still.
I think Tamara and I may be talking about the same individual. It sounds like.
Yeah, I think so.
The one.
I had a conversation with Chris last night, and that's what he had told me, but I don't know.
Is it the one who's an employee here, isolated with her mother?
Yes.
Okay. If they've offered the furlough, I'm happy with that, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Any other open forum?
Are we going to go over like any updates, or you want us to do that now? Like I have a request from Title VI because of their meals. They have had a request from some of the people because they give out a lot of milk, but some of them were asking for bottled water, and we had some, but I didn't know whether we had any at downstream with now, because I know you all have a lot of bottled water, whether maybe we could get some to continue giving out water.
I'm checking right now, and I'll let you know here in just a minute.
Okay.
But we've asked Jeff to be on. Jeff, you want us to give an update on COVID-19 and our travel response?
Sure. Well, first thing is I'm sitting here looking at an email that came in this morning on the CDC funding. Looks like we're going to be eligible for between 25 and 70,000 initially on that, but it's going to carry on. This was the 40 million that CDC had for tribes. So we've kind of got a plan together on this. We've been back and forth emailing with everybody on it, and we kind of have a plan. Once we get it together, we'll send it to Heather for you guys to approve for us. So we do have an avenue on that. As far as the county, I know we have an updated number this morning of 8 cases in the county, 2 of them from Commerce, unsure where the others are from. The state, I think, is well over 1,000 now. I don't have an exact count on the deaths, but I know that it's rising every day, not greatly, but it is rising. I mentioned briefly the other day some of the things that we've changed within our operations here as far as our PPE and how we're approaching each call. We're going with N95s on everything for our staff and our patients, as well as obviously gloves and the whole 9 yards, just to try to protect our people and to protect the patient. So,
do you have those also for the marshals? Are they using them as well?
Yes, I double checked with Josh and Brad Monday morning. I went over there, and they have gloves, mask, everything they needed. They said so. I actually have the kits. I have 16 of the PPE kits loaded up in my car that are still there that I actually had taken over there for them, but they said they didn't need them. So, but yes, they do have that stuff available. We went ahead and set up on another note. We went ahead and set up with some N95s at the storm shelter. We got a little bit of weather this weekend approaching, I think. Nothing too severe, but there's, we wanted to be ready, so we have N95 set up over on the table. If we do have to open the shelter, we can protect the people that are in there. Supply-wise, we're starting to get a few things in. Nothing has came in from our FEMA order from last week, but as I mentioned, they had to go through 7 different vendors just to come up with the stuff. So, but we've gotten this week, we've got 200, in the neighborhood of 200 Tyvek suits. The downfall of that, they were all mediums. We didn't get any other sizes besides mediums. And we've got 3 different orders of N95, so we're setting pretty good. We got in the neighborhood of 500 N95s this week. So as far as that stuff goes, we're doing pretty good. It's just slow going. We still haven't got our big order of nitrile gloves in yet. We're still waiting on them. We've about depleted what we can give away from the station here without taking away from our staff, and we obviously can't do that. So we're to a point where we can't let any more gloves go, but we should any day be getting the large order in that we placed a couple of weeks ago. So we're just watching out every day, trying to stay stocked.
So this is the calendar. Okay, I appreciate it. You got anything else, Jeff, from you or Randy?
No, I don't think so, Chairman. I think just being vigilant and business as usual on our end.
All right, thank you.
Go ahead, Randy.
Chairman,
Go ahead.
I went by Title VI yesterday and seen Rhonda standing out there, and she gave me 2 meals to take home, and it was very impressive, the quantity and the quality of the meals. But she was telling me that there's another tribe, was it the Wyandots, that discontinued their...
Ottawas have shut down, and Miamis are just doing partial, I think.
Okay, well, some of those Ottawas was coming to Quapaw and getting their meals there.
Mm-hmm.
So
It
increased her numbers. I don't know how many it was.
Let's see. We served Tuesday. We served 118. I think went through the drive-through Tuesday, and yesterday the last count I got from her was over 100, and I didn't have an exact.
It was like 136 or something like that.
Yeah. So
something
yeah,
like
I mean it's people are they're coming through.
Yeah.
Donna, this is Jeff.
Yes.
Do we need to come over and help them in that time frame as far as traffic control? Are they doing okay, or?
They're doing good.
They're doing okay. They've got it down where they make a line and it's spread out from like 11:30 to like a little after 1, so it's not like it's it's kind of just a continuous flow. So there hasn't been any problems with traffic flow. And then some of them just pull in the parking lot and park, and the girls then will take them out or whatever. So
okay.
as far as right now, everything's working fine. Now, if it continues to grow, that might change. But
okay, well, just let us know.
Okay, I will.
There was somebody filming that line down there when I went by the other day. Well, when I went and stopped, talking to Rhonda, and today I seen the same person standing down there filming these people that's coming through there.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Water? Your question about water?
Yeah.
Huh.
Standing down there by the church.
Oh, by the church?
I saw her standing there.
Today she had red on, didn't she?
Yeah.
Red and black.
I've got a report on the water. We have 12 pallets of I think there's 6 ounce of small bottles and 10 ounce, and then we have 3 pallets of the 16 ounce. How many, do you want me to send pallets of the small bottles or the big bottles?
The small, probably.
Okay, we'll send you 3 or 2.
3? And just go, where's it going?
I don't know, where's it going, to Title VI?
Yeah,
Room for it?
Well, I'm trying to think.
We'll start with 1 and we'll
let's just do 1 for now, and we can set it just in the room in there because there's no one going inside.
How are we gonna get it out? Do they have a jack?
They have, when they deliver it, they have the jack, because when they deliver it to mine, and we'll just set it inside the dining room because no one's in there. So.
Okay, all right, we got a pallet on its way.
Good deal.
And then next week we've got about 2,000 meals with a ham. There's gonna have some canned food and stuff. We're sending 750 of those to QSA for distribution to tribal members.
It won't have the hams, it'll just be the canned goods.
Oh, it'll just be the canned goods. Sorry, I thought the hams were included.
No, sorry.
Okay, so we're gonna have 750 packets of like canned meat, canned vegetables, and canned proteins and pasta, like those little Japanese noodle things that you heat up in the microwave that you eat when you're
ramen noodles.
Yeah,
ramen.
So we're going to distribute 750, I believe, or 700 to QSA next week for distribution to tribal employees and tribal members. So we're keeping 1,000 here for employees, which will include a lot of tribal members. And then we're sending some to Saracen, a couple hundred to Saracen.
Is that Best Buy that used to?
That was all purchased by Downstream at about $35,000, I think.
What?
Close to 35 tons of food.
Hey, John, you might tell Lucas and Janie, make sure they keep track of all that, because that's stuff I believe we can turn in and get reimbursed through the FEMA stuff that they're keeping track of. So just make sure that they keep track. Okay.
Track, because we got the bill for it, right, with all the stuff on it. And then there'll be some labor to separate it into packages.
Got it.
So I wanted to give you all that update. Hopefully that'll help some tribal members or tribal employees that don't meet the deal for Title VI. All right, any other open forum?
Real quick, I just wanted to kind of touch on just the community paramedic deal. I know I've been talking about it the last couple times, but we've pretty much got everything ready to rock and roll now. We've got the truck set up. We got the telemed stuff is all set up. We had our first, one of the patients we run on today actually is interested in signing up for it already. So word's already starting to get out a little bit. And then, like I said, we're going to sit down with IHS next, I think, Monday or Tuesday. And we should have that completely set up and running at that time. So just to make sure everybody's aware of that.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir.
I'd just like to put some comments on here because it's not being televised, but I understand the audio is going to be posted, that the tribal nations members need to know how hard their staff at the administration building and the business committee has been working over the last 2 weeks to try to keep everybody safe. I don't think a lot of people understand that, and I'm very appreciative myself.
I am too. Appreciate everybody on here. I know we're all getting tired, but we got to keep pushing.
Right, we do.
Go ahead, Dawn. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I have an update on the ones that have been furloughed. You know, we kind of went back, just kind of a changes. I told you I would let you know. All of EPA is going to be working. Craig and Tim has been on the phone with EPA grant managers, and they're all okay with all of their people working and continuing to do things from home and on site. So there won't be anybody furloughed from EPA except for the one new employee that just switched over because don't really have any training or anything yet. And one on family services that was going to be furloughed. Her grant manager spoke with Mandy today and would really like to keep her working from home and using the Zoom program to continue her communication and stuff with her training and her classes. So we're going to be working towards that, so she will not be on furlough. But this is all grant people, so it really doesn't affect anything for us from the general that still be paid from their grants. I talked to Barbara on the TGA employees. She was in agreement with what we discussed about the compliance people being on furlough and just the three, her and Aaron continuing the vendor licensing and contacts with there to keep that going, and then their IT person to help keep all of their software up and running, help keep Barbara going to be in communication with anything that she has to do. So she was in agreement that the two compliance people that she had down to be furloughed, and that with the notice that they would be on call back as soon as the casino started to do anything or whatever. So she was in agreement with all of that. So
with that, she's up for reappointment. Would y'all concur with a reappointment of Barbara Collier to the head of our TGA? Anyone?
I will concur. This is Callie.
I'm good with it.
Yes, Louis.
Sorry.
Yes, Zach.
Yes, Randy.
Yes, I have my
Yes,
phone on mute.
Yes,
away.
Michelle.
Okay, well, we got that taken care of. Let's see. Is there anything from closed session? Okay, so Tamara, we want to come out of closed session. You want to report?
Okay. Not gonna think about this. Okay. Yeah, let's see.
No, just keep my mouth shut, huh? I got to think about it. We talked about finances. I mean, we didn't really talk about any personnel issues, did we? No. Okay, so I'd like to report that in closed session we discussed.
We talked about eligibility for extension on the
a tribal member health plan. Yes. Thank you for that.
All right. Okay. With that, I'll say the benediction. We'll adjourn. Udate wakanda wakanda jinki. Wasiko moka. Wasiko petse. Wasiko me. Someday, O-gah-pah, we brought today. Dear Heavenly Father, please look down on us all today. Look down on our Quapaw people and all of our employees. Let them know we're working hard to just try to keep them safe and fed. And we're doing everything in our powers to work together to make things better for everybody in this hard time. I ask you to look down on the sick and old and lonely and bless them with your warm hand and love. And protect all the people that are on this call and their family. Please protect them all and all the people that we love so much and that work for us. Please watch them in this hard time. I ask all these things in your son's name, Wakanda Jinki, amen.
Amen.
All right, we're up adjourned. Y'all want to do
are we
this?
going to? Oh, go ahead.
You want to do a call tomorrow?
That's what I was going to ask too.
Probably might, Mr. Chairman, the way we're starting to get more cases in Ottawa counties and in the surrounding counties also.
All right, 3 o'clock tomorrow, same bat shit time, same bat channel.
Sounds good.
Chairman Barry.
Okay.
Chairman Barry.
Yeah.
Hey, this kind of goes back to the food deal. We were working with Springfield Grocer a couple days ago, and they have sent me a list about 11 pages long that has like canned goods and foods, frozen foods, things like that they have available right now. Would you like me to forward that on to you guys?
I guess. Yeah, why don't you let me see it? Let me run it by our guys because I don't, we just spent about 30 or 40,000 on this load that's coming in.
Okay. I didn't know if you were having trouble getting it or not. I just wanted to pass that on to you guys so you knew we had this list if you needed it.
Yeah, why don't you send it over and I'll run through it with Lucas because, I think we're trying to do our best. And maybe tomorrow we could talk about, you can send it to everybody and we could talk about whether or not we want to spend tribal funds on more shipments for just tribal employees and tribal members.
Okay. All right. I will forward that on to everybody, then we'll get off the phone.
Yes.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
Since this is being recorded and going to be posted, do we have a start date on the food giveaway? I'm sure we'll get calls.
From what I understand right now, it's on Monday, but let me check the email a second. Just a second. Find out what day it's going to be over at the. We'll get the water out today. We're planning on it to be around the 8th or 9th right now. We haven't received the shipment. We were just told it's on its way.
Okay.
So that's the best I can give you right now.
That's close enough, John.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, downstream is 8th and 9th. I imagine they're going to take from here to QSA probably Monday. So then the tribe can distribute whenever they're. Okay,
if y'all heard that, we're going to distribute on the 8th and 9th. We may get it on Monday. We'll break it all out, and we're hopefully going to get it to QSA on Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
All right, anybody else? Hope you all are hanging in there. I'm tired today, but I'm glad we're moving on.
Let's see. Eric and I, this is Donna. Eric and I sit in on the Eastern Oklahoma region call this morning, and just to let you know, which would be but they're going to combine it starting next week with the Southern region and stuff. So we'll just have basically one call a week next week starting in. But Eric and I continue to sit in on that, and not really a lot talking today. On the call, pretty much standard BIA talk. So, but just to let you know that we are sitting in on those. So. Lloyd's over here making gestures, so.
I'm just a 3-hour call with the BIA, and it was like I would rather someone stab you in the face with an ice pick.
Yes. Yeah, Eric and I were going to get on that one, but then when we looked at the paperwork, we seen it was Eastern time and it was already started, so we were like, okay, well, we won't make that one.
Who's chairing that?
So
Who put that out?
the one that today that Chairman was on, it's from DC.
Oh, DC.
Yeah. Yes. So.
Yeah, it was with Tara. It was with a guy from Treasury. It's what I was just talking to Eric about a minute ago. There's $8 billion for tribal governments. So some people are wanting to run it through the self-governance, which would probably not do us that big of a favor because we got on the tail end of that. But we're going to have to provide some data. They're trying to figure out how to disperse it between tribes. You know, some tribes that have 2 people want the same amount as the Cherokees want. So we don't have any idea what their formula is yet, but it's coming, and we're going to just get what we get, and they're just wanting everybody to track it. And if it's for COVID-19 and supportable, we'll be able to just get it as a grant, I believe, and not suffer any consequences. But today's call was just more about, listening to tribal leaders on what they thought a fair distribution would be. And then some tribes are wanting land-based, some are wanting population-based, some people are wanting all kinds of stuff. So I don't know how they're going to work that out, but they're going to give us some guidelines soon, and I'll share it with everybody as soon as I get it.
Are they still saying they want to have it out by the 26th of April?
Yes.
Okay.
So, you might check the BIA website or something, Eric or Donna, see what they're saying about that. It's for the $8 billion for tribal governments. It doesn't include the extra money that's in where tribes are treated as states where there's other opportunities. It's just purely what's going to the Bureau of Indian Affairs from the Treasury. And they just want to drop it right to the tribes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
We're good.
All right. Have a good evening.
Good evening. Be safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.